Hey, what's up guys? Rocketz, MUTEvolution.com. I'm back with another installment of the budget guide to NFUT team building. If you're not watching the series in order, so far I've broken down quarterbacks, halfbacks and fullbacks, and wide receivers and tight ends in my last video. Now we're on to the offensive line. The offensive line is a part of your team that a lot of people overlook when they're team building early on. They go for high profile players like running backs and wide receivers. But if you're grinding out coins in solo challenges, it really pays to have a solid offensive line, because if you can control the ball with the run game, you can control the clock and grind out those solo challenges much faster than if you have to rely on a passing attack. So I strongly recommend upgrading your offensive line, and I'm going to show you some budget players that can really get the job done out there. So first up, we have Derek Sherrod out of Mississippi State. Look at the price there. He's coming in around 2,000 coins right now. He will get down to 1,000, maybe a little lower, depending on when you search. As always, it varies quite a bit throughout the day. So check the stats here. You see he's got 89 strength. That's decent. Pass block strength and pass block footwork, 91 and 89. Certainly a much better pass blocker compared to his run blocking stats in the low 80s. A respectable impact block at 85. Derek Sherrod is certainly a great option on a budget. And we have Lane Johnson up next. A little bit of a step up here at 90 overall, coming in around 2,000 coins as well. Flip him over. You see he's got respectable stats all over on the back of the card. But a big piece to the puzzle here is he has 76 speed, which is great for an offensive tackle, really allowing him to get upfield and make blocks at the next level. I use one of these guys personally, and I think he does an absolutely phenomenal job out there. Strongly recommend him for the price. Here we go with DJ Fluker out of Alabama. You check the cost, 3,500, a little higher than the other two. But when you flip him over, you'll see why he made our list. 95 strength, both 90s pass block stats, 98 pass block footwork. Certainly amazing out there. The 92 impact blocking. He's just a great option all around for your offensive line. For 3,500 coins, I really do not think you can go wrong picking up a DJ Fluker. You'll notice it is a little bit harder to come by a solid guard in NFUT here. The first guard we have on the list for you is Jonathan Cooper, 87 overall out of North Carolina. You check the stats. He's not nearly as impressive as some of the tackles we've shown you, but he's certainly respectable all across the board. If you're looking for a solid guard and you're worried about playing tackles out of position, Jonathan Cooper is a good option for you, coming in just under 4,000 coins. So the other offensive guard we have for you is Danny Watkins. You notice there's a significant price bump here, coming up around 6,000 coins. You might be able to find him a little cheaper if you search earlier in the day than I did right now. You flip the card, you're going to notice, again, he's just respectable across the board, nothing standing out like some of the tackles we've shown you, but once again, it's a bit more difficult to find a solid guard in NFUT. Danny Watkins is a decent option coming in around the 6,000 coin price point. So one option we have for you at center here is Rodney Hudson out of Florida State, 91 overall gold card with the price point around 4,000 coins. Much like an offensive guard, you're going to have a difficult time finding the stats we've shown you in offensive tackles for a comparable price here. So you're going to notice he's a much better run blocker than a pass blocker, but certainly a decent option for 4,000 coins at center for you. So the other option we have for you is Marquise Pouncey out of Florida. If you notice, really similar price at around 4,000 coins with Rodney Hudson. Flip the card, similar type player, much better a run blocker than a pass blocker. Really it comes down to preference here, both around 4,000, just take your pick. Both of these guys will do just fine for you on your offensive line. So there you have it, that does it for the offensive line. Next up, I will be breaking down the defensive line for you guys, so both ends and the defensive tackle. If you haven't seen the other videos, check them out. Quarterbacks, halfbacks, fullbacks, wide receivers, and tight ends have already been done. The full guide is listed in the description, so check that out. Once again, I'm going to plug the Evo Forums. Can't say enough about them. If you guys want help building your team, plenty of knowledgeable guys that are willing to help you out. Just take 2 minutes, register, and post your questions, and somebody will answer you. www.mutevolution.com/register. This will all be in the description. Thanks again for watching, guys, and once again, next up is the defensive line.